Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Whale falls are the most fascinating and unique ecosystems in the deep ocean, providing a striking example of how life persists in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. When a whale dies, its massive carcass descends to the ocean floor, where it creates a localized ecosystem that can support a variety of life forms for decades. This process, known as whale fall, is a phenomenon that highlights the intricate balance of life and death in the marine environment, demonstrating how even in death, whales contribute to the ocean's biodiversity. Before delving into the whale fall process, it is essential to understand the life cycle of whales. Whales are the largest mammals on Earth, with some species like the blue whale growing up to 100 feet in length and weighing as much as 200 tons. These marine giants live long lives, with some species having lifespans that exceed 70 years. Whales occupy a critical role in marine ecosystem, serving as both predators and prey and helping to maintain the balance of marine food webs. Whales undergo various stages of life, from birth to maturity, mating, and eventually death. Their life cycle is marked by migrations across vast ocean distances, during which they feed, reproduce, and interact with other marine species. Despite their size and strength, whales face numerous threats, including predation, disease, and human activities such as whaling, ship strikes, and entanglement in fishing gear. When a whale dies, whether from natural causes or human impacts, its body becomes the center of a remarkable transformation. When a whale dies, its body begins to sink towards the ocean floor. The process of sinking can take hours to days, depending on factors such as the whale's size, buoyancy, and the depth of the water. As the carcass descends, it passes through various oceanic layers, each with its unique temperature, pressure, and light conditions. During this descent, the whale's body is subjected to increasing pressure and decreasing temperatures, which can slow the decomposition process and preserve the carcass for longer periods. During the descent, scavengers like sharks and fish may consume parts of whale's body, reducing its size before it reaches the seafloor. However, the majority of whale's biomass remains intact, and it is this massive nutrient-rich body that ultimately reaches the deep ocean floor. Once the whale carcass reaches the seafloor, it enters the first stage of the whale fall process, known as the mobile scavenger stage. This stage typically lasts several months to few years, depending on the size of the whale and the surrounding environmental conditions. During this period, the whale's body attracts a diverse array of scavengers, including sharks, hagfish, and deep sea fish, which feed on the soft tissues and blubber. These scavengers are adapted to the harsh conditions of deep ocean, where food is scarce and competition is intense. They consume large portion of the whale's flesh, rapidly reducing the carcass to bones. The feeding frenzy that occurs during this stage can attract hundreds of scavengers, creating a bustling temporary ecosystem around the whale fall. The mobile scavenger stage is crucial for recycling the whale's biomass and transferring energy to other parts of deep sea food web. After the majority of whale's soft tissues have been consumed, the whale fall enters the second stage, known as the enrichment opportunist stage. During this phase, smaller organisms such as worms, crustaceans, and mollusks colonize the remaining bones and surrounding sediment. These organisms take advantage of the nutrients released by the decomposing whale, particularly the fats and oils stored in the bones. This stage can last several years as the bones continue to break down and release nutrients. The enrichment opportunist stage supports a diverse community of organisms, many of which are specifically adapted to exploit the unique condition of whale falls. For example, some species of worms, known as osedax or bone-eating worms, have evolved specialized adaptations that allow them to burrow into whale bones and extract nutrients. These worms host symbiotic bacteria in their tissues, which help them digest the bone material. During this stage, the whale fall site becomes a microhabitat with various species interacting and competing for resources. The enrichment opportunist stage is characterized by a high level of biodiversity, as different organisms exploit the available nutrients in different ways. The final stage of whale fall process is the sulfophilic stage, which can last for decades or even longer. This stage is characterized by the colonization of whale bones by chemosynthetic bacteria, which generate energy by oxidizing hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is produced as a byproduct of the anaerobic decomposition of the whale's fats and oils by sulfate reducing bacteria. These chemosynthetic bacteria form the base of unique deep sea ecosystems, supporting a variety of organisms including mussels, clams, and tube worms. These organisms are adapted to the extreme conditions of the deep ocean and rely on the chemosynthetic bacteria for energy. This stage of the whale fall process is similar to the ecosystems found around hydrothermal vents and coal seeps, where chemosynthesis also plays a crucial role in supporting life. The sulfophilic stage represents the long-term impact of a whale fall on the deep sea environment. Over time, as the bones are fully decomposed and the hydrogen sulfide is exhausted, the whale fall site becomes less hospitable to chemosynthetic organisms and the community gradually disperses. However, the legacy of whale fall can persist for decades as the nutrients and energy provided by the whale continue to influence the surrounding ecosystem. Whale falls are important ecological events in the deep sea environment, providing a significant source of nutrients and energy to a region where the food is often scarce. In the vast, dark depths of ocean, where sunlight cannot penetrate and primary production is limited, whale falls represent a sudden influx of organic material that can sustain life for years or even decades. The unique communities that develop around whale falls are characterized by high levels of biodiversity and specialization. Many of the species that inhabit whale falls are endemic to these environments, meaning they are found nowhere else in the ocean. The study of whale falls has revealed new species and expanded our understanding of deep sea ecology. Whale falls also play a role in the global carbon cycle. The decomposition of whale carcass releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, but it also sequesters carbon in the deep ocean. The bones of a whale, which contain large amounts of carbon, can remain on the seafloor for decades, slowly releasing carbon into the environment. This process contributes to the long-term storage of carbon in the deep ocean, which has implications for global climate regulation. Whales are keystone species in marine ecosystems, meaning they have a disproportionately large impact on the structure and the function of their environment. Throughout their lives, whales influence marine ecosystems in a variety of ways. For example, their feeding behavior helps regulate prey populations, and their migrations can transport nutrients across vast ocean distances. When whales die, they continue to play a crucial role in marine ecosystems by providing a source of food and habitat for a wide range of species. Whale falls are a testament to the interconnectedness of life in the ocean, demonstrating how the death of a single organism can create a ripple effect that influences the entire ecosystem. The decline in whales population due to human activities such as whaling, pollution, and habitat destruction has likely reduced the frequency of whale falls in the ocean. This reduction may have far-reaching consequences for deep-sea ecosystems, which rely on whale falls as a source of nutrients and energy. The conservation of whale populations is therefore essential not only for the protection of these majestic animals, but also for the health of marine ecosystems as a whole. The study of whale falls is relatively a recent development in marine science. The first whale fall was discovered in the 1980s, and since then, researchers have been working to understand the ecological process that occur around this unique ecosystem. Studying whale falls is challenging due to the extreme depths at which they occur, often thousands of meters below the ocean surface. Researchers use a variety of methods to study whale falls, including remotely operated vehicles, deep-sea submersibles, and underwater cameras. These tools allow scientists to observe and document the stages of whale fall decomposition and the communities that develop around the carcass. In some cases, researchers have even placed dead whales on the seafloor to study the process from the beginning. The study of whale falls has led to the discovery of new species and has provided insights into the adaptation of deep sea organisms to extreme environments. It has also expanded our understanding of the role of organic material in deep sea ecosystems and the importance of whale falls in the global carbon cycle. Human activities have significantly impacted whale populations and by extension the occurrence of whale falls. Commercial whaling, which peaked in the 19th and 20th centuries, decimated whale populations worldwide, leading to the near extinction of some species. Although commercial whaling has been largely banned, some countries continue to hunt whales and populations of many species have yet to fully recover. In addition to whaling, other human activities such as shipping, fishing, and pollution pose significant threats to whales. Ship strikes, entanglement in fishing gear, and exposure to pollutants, including plastic waste and toxic chemicals, can all lead to whale deaths. The decline in whale populations has likely reduced the frequency of whale falls, which may have consequences for deep sea ecosystems. Conservation efforts are crucial for protecting whale populations and ensuring that whale falls continue to occur in the ocean. These efforts include the establishment of marine protected areas, the enforcement of regulations on whaling and shipping, and the reduction of pollution in the marine environment. By protecting whales, we can also protect the unique ecosystems that rely on whale falls for survival. Whale falls hold cultural significance in many human societies. In some cultures, whales are revered as sacred animals and are associated with myths, legends, and spiritual beliefs. The death of a whale and its subsequent transformation into a source of life for other organisms can be seen as a powerful symbol of cycle of life and death in nature. Scientifically, whale falls are important for advancing our understanding of deep sea ecology and the adaptations of organisms to extreme environments. The study of whale fall has revealed the complexity and diversity of life in the deep ocean and has provided new insights into the process that sustain life in one of the most inhospitable places on earth. Whale falls also have the potential to inform our understanding of ancient marine ecosystems. Fossilized whale bones and other marine vertebrates has been discovered in sedimentary rocks, providing evidence of ancient whale fall ecosystems that existed millions of years ago. Studying these fossils can help scientists reconstruct past environments and understand how marine ecosystems have evolved over time. Whale falls are a remarkable phenomenon that highlights the interconnectedness of life in the ocean. The death of a whale sets in motion a series of ecological processes that transform its body into a source of life for a diverse array of organisms. These deep sea ecosystems, sustained by the nutrients provided by the whale carcass, demonstrate the resilience and adaptability of life in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. The study of whale falls has expanded our understanding of deep sea ecology, revealing the complex interactions between organisms and the importance of organic matter in sustaining life in the deep ocean. Whale falls also play a role in the global carbon cycle, contributing to the long-term storage of carbon in the deep ocean. Human activities have significantly impacted whale populations, potentially reducing the frequency of whale falls and affecting deep sea ecosystems. Conservation efforts are essential for protecting the whales, ensuring that the whale falls continue to occur in the ocean, supporting the unique communities that rely on these events for survival. Whale falls are a testament to the enduring legacy of whales in the ocean, even in death. These extraordinary events remind us of the intricate connections between life and death in the natural world and the importance of protecting the biodiversity and health of our ocean. So that's all for now. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video.